Amen, 1986 to 1991, was a unique blend of comedy and drama, bringing to life the misadventures of a lovable yet rebellious preacher, played by Sherman Hemsley, in a quirky church setting. After 38 years, fans are wondering, what happened to the cast in 2024? From Hemsley's iconic role to the talented ensemble who made Amen unforgettable, this article takes a deep dive into where they are now. Discover the surprising twists in their personal and professional lives, the challenges they've faced, and what they're up to today. Join us for a nostalgic look back at the beloved show and its cast. Sherman Hemsley was born on February 1, 1938, and portrayed Deacon Ernest Frye in the 1986 sitcom Amen, which aired from 1986 to 1991. At the time, Hemsley was 48 years old. Deacon Frye was a character full of complexity, often scheming for his own benefit but with a heart that genuinely cared for the church community. His portrayal was both humorous and grounded in the spirit of a church leader trying to balance his personal desires with his faith-based responsibilities. Hemsley, however, had a turbulent personal life. His childhood was marked by struggle, and his career was a mixture of highs and lows. While he gained fame for his role in The Jeffersons, Amen was a significant part of his acting journey. His relationships, including his marriage, faced challenges, and he was never publicly known for having children. The most poignant aspect of his life was the lack of emotional fulfillment despite professional success. His personal battles with loneliness and his health problems eventually took their toll. Sherman Hemsley passed away on July 24, 2012, at the age of 74 due to complications from superior vena cava syndrome, a condition related to the circulatory system. Jester Hairston, born on July 9, 1901, portrayed Raleigh Forbes in Amen, 1986. At the age of 85, he brought wisdom and serenity to the character of Raleigh, the beloved elder of the church. Raleigh's calm demeanor and sage advice made him a pillar of the community, much like Jester was in real life. However, the actor's life was not without its struggles. Despite his fame as a talented actor and composer, Jester's personal life was often marked by loss and hardship. In his early years, he faced racial discrimination, which shaped much of his career and personal outlook. He was married twice, but both relationships ended in separation. His only child, a son, tragically died young, a blow that deeply affected Jester. Professionally, Jester enjoyed a long career but faced financial difficulties during his later years. Despite these setbacks, he remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. Jester Hairston passed away on January 18, 2000, at the age of 98, from natural causes. Elsa Raven, born on September 21, 1929, portrayed Inga in Amen, 1988, a no-nonsense housekeeper who was a grounding force in the chaotic life of the church. Inga's practical approach contrasted with the more eccentric characters around her, and Elsa's performance added a sense of stability to the show. Elsa's acting career spanned several decades, including appearances in films such as The Addams Family and The Trial of the Chicago 7, as well as numerous television roles. Despite a long and successful career, her life outside of acting was marked by personal struggles. Elsa was known for her private nature, never marrying or having children, and faced financial hardships later in life. Her relationship with fame was complicated, as she often took on smaller, character-driven roles, but never achieved the same level of recognition as other stars of her time. Elsa lived her final years in relative obscurity and passed away on November 2, 2020, at the age of 91 from natural causes. Rosetta Lenor, born on August 8, 1911, was 76 years old when she played Leola Forbes in Amen, 1987, a beloved and nurturing figure in the church community. Leola's warm presence made her a stabilizing influence in the show's often chaotic setting, reflecting Rosetta's own compassionate nature. Rosetta's career was groundbreaking, particularly in the 1960s and 1970s, as she became one of the few African American women to work as both an actress and a casting director. Her casting work helped open doors for many black actors in Hollywood. However, her personal life was far from perfect. She married young, but the marriage ended in divorce, and she was left to raise her children alone. Despite her professional success, Rosetta faced personal hardships, including financial struggles and health issues in her later years. Her battle with diabetes ultimately led to her death on March 17, 2002, at the age of 90. James Avery, born on November 27, 1945, took on the role of Reverend Tom Crawford in Amen, 1986, where he played a wise, compassionate pastor who became a moral anchor for the community. At 40 years old, Avery's performance showcased his depth as an actor with a commanding presence, having already made a name for himself in television. His portrayal of Reverend Crawford left a lasting impact, but it was his later role as Uncle Phil on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that earned him international recognition. Avery's life was not without its challenges, though. He faced financial struggles early in his career and dealt with the complexities of balancing family life and professional obligations. He was married to Barbara, and they had one son, but he experienced both personal and professional ups and downs over the years. Despite facing several health issues, including obesity and heart problems, Avery continued to act and work up until his death. He passed away on December 31, 2013, at the age of 68, following complications from open heart surgery. Raymond StJean, born on March 1, 1930, was 56 years old when he portrayed Jason Adderley in Amen, 1986. Jason Adderley was a successful businessman, bringing a sense of sophistication and intelligence to the series. His character was polished and respected in the community for his financial acumen and sharp intellect. StJean had an interesting career, with roles in both television and film. However, his personal life was complicated. Raised in a family that struggled with their own financial issues, StJean worked hard to overcome obstacles. He was married twice, but both marriages ended in divorce. StJean had children, though his relationships with them were strained, often due to his demanding career and emotional distance. His professional success was tempered by personal disappointments, and he faced significant health issues in his later years. StJean succumbed to lymphoma on August 27, 1990, at the age of 60, just 4 years after his role on Amen. His death marked the end of a career that, despite its accomplishments, was overshadowed by personal turmoil. Clifton Davis, born on October 4, 1945, was 41 years old when he played Reverend Reuben Gregory on Amen. The character was a passionate and idealistic young pastor who often found himself at odds with the shrewd and manipulative Deacon Frye. Davis was an accomplished actor, singer, and songwriter before landing the role in Amen, but his career had its share of turbulence. He struggled with being typecast and often felt the weight of societal expectations. His childhood in Chicago was marked by challenges, and though he found success in Hollywood, it did not come without personal sacrifices. Davis was married twice. His first marriage ended in divorce, and he later remarried, though his second marriage also faced difficulties. He did not have any children, and his personal relationships were marred by the pressures of fame. Despite these struggles, Davis continued to work in television and music, though never reaching the heights he had hoped for. Currently, at 79 years old, Davis is still involved in entertainment, but his personal life remains less public. Anna Maria Horsford was born on March 6, 1948, and was 38 years old when she took on the role of Thelma Frye in Amen. As Deacon Frye's fiercely independent daughter, Thelma brought a sense of strength and resilience to the show. She was sharp-witted, confident, and often challenged her father's authority, making her a standout character. Horsford's early years were full of promise, with her talent shining through as she built her career in both television and film. However, her journey was not without difficulty. Despite her success on screen, Horsford faced challenges in her personal life. She was married but later divorced, and her experiences with love and family were marred by struggles with unfulfilled relationships. Although she never had children, her portrayal of Thelma reflected a woman who, despite facing obstacles, never gave up. Horsford continues to act today, now at the age of 76, and remains a respected figure in Hollywood. Her life, though not without its own challenges, has been marked by resilience and a commitment to her craft. Ros Ryan was born on July 7, 1951, and played the role of Amelia Heatbrink in the TV series Amen, 1986. At the time of filming, she was 35 years old. Amelia is a church secretary, characterized by her lively and gossipy nature, which adds a touch of humor and warmth to the church office. Throughout her life, Ros Ryan has faced several personal challenges. As a young woman, she struggled with finding stability in both her professional and personal life. Her career, while successful, saw its fair share of ups and downs, with many roles overshadowed by her struggle to maintain consistent recognition. In terms of relationships, Ros has been through difficult times, including a rocky marriage that ultimately ended in divorce. Despite the public persona she maintained, she experienced periods of emotional hardship and isolation. In her later years, she found peace and contentment in her family life, though the shadows of her earlier troubles lingered. Currently, Ros Ryan is still alive, and as of 2024, she is 73 years old. Barbara Montgomery, born on June 25, 1939, played Casietta Heatbrink, the church choir director, in Amen, 1986. At 47 years old during filming, she portrayed a no-nonsense character dedicated to the church choir. Off-screen, Barbara faced her own struggles. She came from a difficult childhood, having to overcome a tough upbringing marked by poverty and emotional trauma. Her early career saw her battling to find significant roles, and it was only after years of persistence that she became a respected actress. Her personal life, too, was complicated, with her first marriage ending in a painful divorce after several years. Despite finding love again, Barbara's second marriage also ended in heartbreak, and she faced the challenges of raising her children as a single mother. Her professional life brought her some success, but it often felt like a bittersweet achievement. As of now, Barbara Montgomery is 85 years old and is living a quiet life, although the years have not been without their share of sorrow and reflection. Bumper Robinson, born on June 19, 1974, was just 16 years old when he appeared as Clarence in Amen, 1990. Clarence was an enthusiastic and curious teenager who brought a youthful perspective to the church community. His role in Amen was one of his early career highlights, showcasing his energy and charm. Over the years, Bumper built a successful career in both acting and voice work, lending his voice to various animated series, including The Cleveland Show and Batman Beyond. However, his career wasn't without its setbacks. As a young actor, he struggled with typecasting and balancing his public persona with his personal life. Despite these challenges, Bumper has remained active in the industry, taking on smaller roles and focusing more on voice acting in recent years. His personal life remains relatively private, and he has been open about the struggles he faced growing up in the spotlight. Now 50 years old, as of 2024, Bumper continues to work in the entertainment industry, though his focus is less on leading roles and more on supporting and voice acting. Franklin Seals, born on July 15, 1952, portrayed the role of Lorenzo Hollingsworth in Amen, 1986. At 34 years old, Seals brought a compelling blend of charm, intelligence, and sophistication to his character, a lawyer who often found himself embroiled in Deacon Frye's schemes. His role in the courtroom showcased his talent for navigating complex situations with wit and skill. Seals had a promising career, with roles in The Five Heartbeats and The Preacher's Wife, yet his personal life was marred by struggles with his health and identity. Despite being a talented actor, he faced hardships in his personal relationships, often remaining a private figure in the spotlight. Tragically, Seals passed away on May 14, 1990, at just 37 years old due to complications from AIDS. His untimely death left a hole in the industry, as he was seen as an actor with great potential who never got to fully explore his craft. Lolanda Page, born on October 19, 1920, was a powerful force in comedy and drama, best known for her role as Darla in Amen, 1991. At 70 years old, she brought a bold, no-nonsense attitude to the character, becoming a standout member of the church community with her sharp wit and fiery personality. Lolanda Page had a long career in television and film, often playing larger-than-life characters that defied expectations. However, her personal life was marked by hardships, particularly the racial barriers she faced as a black actress in Hollywood. Her early life was tough, growing up in poverty, and her marriage was troubled, ultimately leading to a divorce. Though she faced significant health challenges later in life, including complications from diabetes, Page never stopped working, contributing to both comedy and drama. She passed away on September 14, 2002, at the age of 81, due to complications from diabetes. Lolanda's legacy as one of the trailblazing black actresses in Hollywood continues to inspire generations of performers. William Lanto, born on November 12, 1922, played Judge Kolensky in Amen, 1989. At the age of 66, he portrayed a stern but fair judge, commanding respect in the courtroom with his no-nonsense attitude. William's life was marked by personal and professional struggles that went unnoticed by the public. In his early career, he faced typecasting, often landing roles that reflected his authoritative demeanor but rarely allowing him to showcase his versatility. His private life, however, was filled with hardship. He was married twice, with both marriages ending in divorce. His first wife, whom he married young, left him after many years due to his constant emotional distance and long working hours, which left little room for their relationship. His second marriage was also short-lived, as his wife struggled to cope with his overbearing nature. William also experienced the tragedy of losing his only son in a car accident, a devastating blow that affected him deeply and led to bouts of depression. He passed away on November 3, 1993, at the age of 70 due to complications from heart surgery. Richard Foringey, born on August 3, 1937, played C.J. Wiggins in Amen, 1987. At the age of 50, Richard portrayed a tough, street-smart character with a heart of gold, navigating legal troubles and personal turmoil. His own life mirrored the complexity of the character he played. Richard's early years were filled with hardship, growing up in a working-class neighborhood with little financial security. His career took off later in life, but it was not without significant challenges. Throughout his career, Richard struggled with being pigeonholed into playing tough, gruff characters, which limited his opportunities for more diverse roles. His personal life was equally complicated. He married in his 30s, but his relationship quickly deteriorated due to his volatile temper and her desire for a more stable life. They had one child, a daughter, but the marriage ended in a painful divorce. Richard's second marriage followed a similar pattern, with his second wife leaving him after several years of emotional neglect and conflict. Richard Foringey passed away on May 19, 2024, at the age of 86, due to natural causes. John Hancock, born on March 4, 1941, played Marshall Whitaker in Amen, 1986. At the time, Hancock was 45 years old. Marshall Whitaker was a serious, authoritative figure who clashed frequently with Deacon Frye's schemes. His role as a law-abiding man with a strong sense of justice reflected the stern and no-nonsense persona that Hancock often portrayed. However, behind the strong exterior, Hancock faced personal difficulties. Growing up, his life was overshadowed by poverty and constant moves as his family struggled to find stability. His acting career had some success but was marred by typecasting in roles that reflected his serious demeanor. His marriage was short-lived, as his intense work ethic and emotional distance put a strain on his personal life. Hancock had no children, and his relationships were often characterized by an underlying sense of dissatisfaction. His life took a tragic turn when he died unexpectedly of a heart attack on October 12, 1992, at the age of 51. The cause of death was attributed to heart failure, cutting short a career that had the potential for greater recognition. Whitman Mayo, born on November 15, 1930, was 60 years old when he played Swifty in the 1991 season of Amen. Swifty was a smooth-talking, charming character, beloved for his humorous antics and his ability to navigate tricky situations with wit and charm. Mayo's career, while notable, was marked by a series of struggles. His early life was filled with hardship, growing up in an environment where he had to fight for opportunities in a racially divided America. He found some stability and recognition with his role as Grady on the popular show Sanford and Son, but his personal life was troubled. Mayo had been married, but the relationship ended in divorce, and he never remarried. His struggles with addiction and financial difficulties marred his personal and professional achievements. Despite these challenges, Mayo's humor and charm made him a well-loved figure in entertainment. He passed away on May 22, 2001, at the age of 70, from heart failure, leaving behind a legacy of memorable roles but also a life full of unresolved personal battles. Ron Glass, born on July 10, 1945, was best known for his role as Jason Lockwood in Amen, 1989, where he portrayed a polished and intelligent businessman who often brought a touch of sophistication to the church community. Glass's career spanned decades, with notable roles in Barney Miller, where he played the iconic character of Detective Ron Harris, and Firefly, where he gained a cult following. Despite his successes, Glass's personal life was marked by solitude. Though he was never married, his career was plagued by periods of limited roles, leaving him to grapple with feelings of isolation. He often kept his private life away from the public eye, preferring to focus on his craft. Despite fewer acting opportunities in his later years, Glass remained respected for his talent and charismatic presence. He passed away on November 25, 2016, at the age of 71, due to respiratory failure. His death left a void in the entertainment industry, but his contributions continue to be remembered by fans and peers alike. William Wyndham, born on September 28, 1923, portrayed Nick St. Nicholas in Amen, 1990, a character who was as warm and humorous as his name suggested. At 67, Wyndham brought a genuine charm to the role, embodying Nick's generosity and kind-hearted nature. His career spanned decades, with memorable roles in My World and Welcome to It and The Rookies, yet his personal life was filled with struggles. Despite his public image of being an affable and easygoing man, Wyndham faced several tragedies. His marriage to actress Patricia Tunder ended in divorce after years of personal and professional pressure. He married again, but that relationship also faltered, leaving Wyndham to grapple with the loneliness that came with his unsuccessful romantic life. In his later years, he suffered from declining health, which affected his ability to work. He was 88 years old when he passed away on August 16, 2012, due to congestive heart failure, leaving behind a legacy marked by both career success and personal pain. Earl Bowen, born on August 8, 1941, portrayed Dr. Carter in Amen, 1988, a calm and pragmatic doctor who provided medical advice and comfort to the church's congregation. At 47, Bowen's character was a steady presence, offering both reassurance and practicality in the face of crises. Earl's career was known for both television and film roles, including notable performances in the Terminator franchise. Despite his on-screen persona as a steady professional, Bowen's personal life was fraught with difficult moments. He had been married twice, but both unions ended in separation. His struggles in relationships, compounded by his workaholic nature, led to feelings of isolation and emotional distress. His health became a significant concern later in life, especially after he was diagnosed with lung cancer. Earl passed away on January 5, 2023, at the age of 81, succumbing to the disease that had plagued him for several years. Richard Roundtree, born on July 9, 1942, took on the role of Sergeant Burke in Amen, 1989, a dedicated and tough police officer who often helped the church with community security. At 47, Roundtree brought a commanding presence to the role, known for his tough yet protective demeanor. Richard's career soared with his role in Shaft, cementing his place as one of the first African-American action stars. However, his personal life and career were a roller coaster. His early fame came with both positive and negative impacts, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. Roundtree faced multiple challenges as a black actor in Hollywood, struggling to find roles that matched the success of his early career. His health began to decline in his later years, with a battle against cancer becoming his final fight. Richard passed away on October 24, 2023, at the age of 81, leaving behind a legacy of groundbreaking performances despite the personal hardships he endured. Fran Bennett, born on August 14, 1937, played Judge Walters in Amen, 1987, at the age of 50. As a respected judge in the church community, she portrayed a character defined by integrity and wisdom, often presiding over difficult cases involving moral and religious dilemmas. Bennett had a distinguished career in both film and television, known for her roles in The Five Heartbeats and The Practice, where she brought a strong, authoritative presence to every role. However, her personal life was marked by challenges, including a series of difficult relationships. While she was married briefly, she struggled with balancing her demanding career with personal happiness. In her later years, Bennett faced the loss of many close friends and family members, which weighed heavily on her emotional well-being. Her own health deteriorated as she aged, and she eventually contracted COVID-19. Fran Bennett passed away on September 12, 2021, at the age of 84, succumbing to complications from the virus, leaving behind a legacy of strong performances and an indelible mark on the industry. Ray Colmes, born on April 3, 1956, played Harold Buckner in Amen, 1988, at the age of 32. Known for his infectious energy and humor, Colmes' character brought joy and excitement to the church events on the show. Outside of Amen, Colmes was widely recognized as the host of Family Feud, where his quick wit and likability made him a fan favorite. However, his life was plagued by personal struggles. Despite his public persona as a jovial television host, Colmes faced deep personal issues, including financial troubles, divorce, and emotional strain. His marriage to his wife Debbie ended in a painful separation, and the stress of balancing his career with his personal life seemed to weigh heavily on him. In the years that followed, Colmes battled depression and even sought treatment for his mental health. Tragically, on June 2, 1996, at the age of 40, Colmes died by suicide, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his comedic talents and his tragic end. His death shocked many and highlighted the hidden struggles that many public figures face in silence. Eric Christmas, born on March 19, 1916, took on the role of Reverend Didymore in Amen, 1989, at the age of 73. His character, an eccentric and endearing reverend, provided comic relief with his quirky sermons and unique approach to faith. Christmas's long career spanned across television, film, and theater, where he was known for his versatility and ability to bring both humor and depth to his roles. Throughout his life, he experienced both professional highs and lows. While his career in acting was steady, Christmas struggled with the burden of financial instability during certain periods of his life. He was married for many years, and although his relationship was filled with love, the constant demands of his career took a toll on his personal life. Later, he found solace in his family but struggled with the loss of close friends and the ravages of old age. Eric Christmas died on July 22, 2000, at the age of 84, from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy of beloved performances. Lenny Godfrey, born on September 11, 1952, played Jackie Dunn in Amen, 1987. At 35, Godfrey brought an infectious energy and enthusiasm to her role as a vibrant choir member, known for her love of music and her ability to spread joy to those around her. While Amen gave her a memorable role, Godfrey had a long career in both television and film. She had guest spots in shows such as Hill Street Blues and The Rookies, though her biggest success came with Amen. Her career was marked by its ups and downs, and like many in the entertainment industry, she had to navigate the challenges of typecasting and finding meaningful roles. Godfrey's personal life has remained relatively private, though it is known that she faced difficulties in balancing her career ambitions with personal happiness. Though not much is publicly known about her romantic life, it is clear that her love for her craft remained central throughout her career. As of now, She is 72 years old and remains somewhat active in the entertainment industry, though she has faced some health challenges in recent years. Nicholas Rutherford, born on August 7, 1985, gained recognition for his role as Tommy McAllister in Amen, 1990. At just 5 years old, Rutherford's portrayal of the sweet and curious Tommy, who was often caught in humorous situations, made him a memorable character on the show. While his early career showed great promise, he struggled with the pressures of child stardom as he grew older. As a teenager, Rutherford found it difficult to transition into adult roles and ultimately decided to step away from acting. His personal life remained largely private, and he never married or had children, preferring to stay out of the public eye. Though his time in the entertainment industry was short-lived, Rutherford's early fame remains a part of TV history. Now in his late 30s, Nicholas enjoys a quiet life away from the spotlight, with little information about his current endeavors, living more privately than before. Alexander Folk, born on May 30, 1946, took on the role of Harry in Amen, 1987. At 41 years old, Alexander portrayed the friendly and helpful church member whose warm personality made him beloved in the community. His real-life story, however, wasn't as warm and welcoming as the character he played. Growing up, Alexander struggled with poverty and a lack of support from his family, which led to a challenging start in life. His early career was marked by struggles to find significant roles, and it took years of hard work for him to earn recognition in Hollywood. His personal life was equally turbulent. He married once, but the relationship ended in divorce after his wife became overwhelmed by his emotional distance and his commitment to his career. Although they had 2 children together, the separation was bitter, and he had limited contact with his children afterward. Professionally, he faced a series of setbacks, with many of his projects either underperforming or being cancelled before completion. As of today, Alexander Folk is 78 years old, living quietly and reflecting on a life that has had its share of joy and sorrow. Who is your favorite character from Amen? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.